Yeah, it's really nice. We've obviously had 3 tests in the last year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for us, it's obviously quite a lot. And I think it's probably my 10th test, and I feel like me as a player, I've started to really get my head around how I approach it, have a real method about how I go about my batting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice to play a few more. There's still really special occasions as players, absolutely love playing them. Down at Taunton as well, it's a great place to play. And we've obviously got the challenge of playing with a Red Duke as well, which we've never done before. So that's something a bit fresh, and obviously getting used to that at training this week and how it behaves and how we're going to bowl with it. But yeah, there's a real buzz around the side. It's really nice to get a week worth of prep in of just red ball stuff, because obviously, like you say, we don't do it very often. Sad, yeah, it made me sad really. And I think as a player, I obviously want to play it, and I think Test cricket is seen by a lot of people as the pinnacle. It's marketed as the pinnacle quite often, seen as the best, the most challenging form of the game, which I definitely agree with. And I think probably sends not a great message that the ICC or the comments from Greg suggested that women shouldn't be playing it. I think that's quite a dangerous message to send, that women shouldn't be playing in the future what's seen as the pinnacle of the game. So yeah, look, I'm sure it wasn't that well thought through potentially. And I think we shouldn't limit what women's cricket can be and what it can do. And I think with the right conditions and the right players, as we saw in Canberra, I think women's test match cricket can be really exciting and a great spectacle. And yeah, look, we're looking to put on as good a show as we can next week and obviously try and win that game. Yeah, they are. They're certainly going to leave some holes in the team. But what a chance for some of the young players. There's some really top young seamers coming through, and it's a chance for them to go and put their mark on Test cricket and show that they deserve to take on the mantle from Anya and Catherine in obviously only red ball cricket at the moment. But yeah, I'm really excited for them to see how they go, and I think they're itching at the bit to get out there and show off their skills in red ball cricket. Really good going back and playing in the Charlotte Edwards Cup and playing some domestic T20 stuff. I've really noticed the standard go up. It's been great actually. Really exciting. There's some great young talent coming through, and it just feels just so much more professional. I think the fact that the professional domestic system is embedded now. It's been going for a couple of years. Those girls have had a real chance to train, and I've really seen the depth improve, the skill level. And for us as England players going back into it, it feels not too far away from an international. So in terms of prep for series and stuff, it's really good for us, and also creates that competition, which is brilliant. It's what we need to keep pushing forward. So yeah, exciting times, and hopefully some fresh faces in the team will show what they can do. Yeah, I feel like I've started to get a real method of how I want to do things, the sort of rhythm and pace of my innings. And I think just mentally preparing how you're going to go about it, how you're going to manage different situations, start of the innings, how going to score runs in the middle. And I think I found that balance between defence and attack a little bit more in my last few tests. I think when you first play Test cricket, I think suddenly I felt like I had to be really defensive, and it was about batting time. Whereas I think now I found the balance a bit more of actually, right, how am I going to score runs? How am I going to do my main job of scoring runs alongside obviously managing potentially if the ball's moving a little bit more, we might have to soak up pressure. So yeah, I think just getting the right rhythm for me, having a lot of time in the nets, getting used to the red ball, which obviously moves a little bit more, and getting used to the Dukes now, which we're going to play with next week. But yeah, I love the challenge of batting in Test match. I just love batting and love the chance to just keep batting. Often in ODI or T20 cricket, obviously you're looking to get on with it and take a few more risks. Whereas in Test match, I feel like it's really about making those big hundreds, those big scores that are going to try and influence and help the team win matches. They actually feel a bit smaller, weirdly. The seam is more pronounced. They definitely bounce a little bit more, stay harder for longer. And with the new ball, it tends not to swing massively straight away. I think we've probably found it's about 5-6 overs before the lacquer comes off that they really start to swing around and you can shine them up. But I think it's a really good move for women's Test cricket. I think you always feel like you're in the game a little bit as a bowler with the ball being a little bit harder. But I think also as a batter, you get really good value for shots. And I think that was what made the Canberra test. Obviously, we used the Kookaburra, but I think that's what made the Canberra test quite exciting. The fact that the pitch carried, there was always a little bit in it for the bowlers, but as a batter, you felt like you could score quickly and you got good value for your run. So I think that's an important component for the women's game to make Test cricket really exciting and really great to watch. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's certainly going to be a different challenge. I think the bowlers in particular are enjoying playing with the Dukes a little bit more because they are a little bit more tricky to manage as a batter. Yeah, it's been good. I feel like she's learned quite a lot as well about herself as a bowler, and she's had some really good experiences and some slightly tougher experiences. So I think that will help her grow massively as a cricketer. She's got a great vibe about her. She's really competitive, I think, as well, and is quite smart in terms of how she bowls and how she tries to read batters and get them out. And as an off spinner, she adds that really attacking option, which sometimes you don't get with off spinners. But yeah, I've been really impressed with her, and I know she's got a huge amount of potential with the bat as well. She probably needs a bit more time to hone that and develop as a batter. But yeah, she's certainly been a great find for us, a good young player that's come in and has made an impact in a lot of the games that she's played, which is what we're looking for.